Hello, hello. Welcome to our MACM Make a Culture Move podcast, where we cover everything from intense social topics to funny social trends. We are your hosts, Mark Jonathan, and to my right I have,
Janice.
and to my left,
Tabitha.
and it's indeed. So, before we get started, we'll just give our brief disclaimer.
Yes. So here at the MACM podcast, we say a lot of controversial things. They do not always represent MACM organization as a whole. So please keep that in mind as you watch the MACM Make a Culture Move podcast.
Yes, indeed. So, in our podcast, we like to cover three major segments. I'll be starting today. We will also have our local news and then ways that we can improve in our community. So, like I said, I'll be starting today. And we'll start with Breonna Taylor and the unjust non conviction of her killers, her murderers, that we allow in our police force. So, it started that first. Um,
Tight. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, so am I playing this video
Yes, we are about to play this video. Breonna Taylor mom says she never had faith in the attorney. Let's see why.
I'll play this. Dead space.
No, the video is just loading.
yeah, be patient with us.
Yes. Breonna Taylor is a
Really, I
very
could
heavy
read the
topic
article
right
as
now.
well.
Very heavy, very
If you
heavy.
just,
I don't know.
Okay.
yeah, it's can you go to the article? Because it basically reads what she had listed out.
Okay.
So this says Breonna Taylor's mother, Tamika Palmer, said that she never had faith in Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron to investigate Taylor's fatal police shooting. According to a statement read by her sister on Friday, Bianca Austin, wearing Taylor's EMT jacket, read the statement as she stood next to an emotional Palmer at the press conference in Louisville. Cameron's office presented evidence to the grand jury that on Wednesday declined to indict three police officers in Taylor's death during a March 13 police raid at her Louisville home. It instead indicted one of the officers on wanton endangerment, counts for firing into a neighbor apartment. The decision drew outrage in Louisville and renewed rallies across the country protesting police brutality and racial injustice.
Wow.
So what do you think about that, y'all?
So I believe like any mother that's going through the death of a loved one by the hands of police officers or even just someone in power that shouldn't have faith in our justice system as of right now because our justice system has been failing us for centuries. They always hold themselves not guilty when they're going through these trials and things of that nature. So in this day and age, Black lives do not matter as far as the justice system goes.
Sad. I just briefly looked up the definition of wanton endangerment, just so I didn't misquote. But it says a person can be guilty of wanton endangerment even if they did not intend to harm anyone or to commit a crime. It is sufficient to recklessly disregard the peril that one's actions create.
Yeah.
I have never heard that being used in anything related to this. How is breaking into not I mean, yeah, they did break into her home
Yes.
for looking for a suspect that wasn't there and open fired, and then you're gonna get charged for the bullets that didn't hit her? You're gonna charge her for the bullets that missed,
It's crazy.
but not the six that hit her. It was six, correct? Regardless, like it just shows what they prioritize and how they protect their own.
Exactly.
Can I speak?
Yeah.
So I definitely want to just touch on. Okay, so I want to touch on the facts here, just looking at the situation and what's been going on with police brutality, because this is not something new that's under the sun. It's unfortunate what has happened, But 9 times out of 10, it's the same. It's the same thing. No one's being held accountable. People are getting off with that not guilty thing. No one's being really held responsible for the death of another one of our sisters out here in these ratchet, and I again say ratchet streets. They're ratchet. And it's unfortunate. And I just really hope, I pray for her family, and I hope that they get the justice and the peace that they are seeking in these turbulent times. I think that it's a crazy world that we live in, and we got to protect our kids. And if y'all have anything to say about this, please let us know, because, you know, it's a conversation. I think that a lot of times when these conversations occur, we're not in the room to discuss what's going on. And I think that as a community, we need to come together and understand what can be done and what we can do to better each other and to better our situations to prevent things like this from happening in the near and distant future. So, yes, like I said, it's a conversation, and we need to talk.
Yes. Okay.
So, branching off from that topic, we have our next topic, which was
Segue.
from CBS News, a condom sting. And basically, the summary of it is the police raided somewhere in Vietnam, I believe.
Okay.
And then they recovered 300,000 condoms that were already used and then being repackaged and then resold.
Ew.
So,
Oh my God.
very disgusting
Reused. Oh my God, reused.
for words
Repackaged.
and resold.
And resold. And you buying it.
It's
That
crazy.
is
Share this article.
that is not police raid in Vietnam. Woo, that's crazy.
Read it from that side.
Oh, package.
This thing is dumb small.
It is. Give me that. Yes. So
Police in Vietnam said they found about 320,000 recycled used condoms that were being repackaged as new. Local media reported on Thursday, according to the Associated Press. Market inspectors in the Binh Duong province raided a factory near Ho Chi Minh City, where they discovered used condoms being repackaged to be sold at the market. An inspector said the factory's 34-year-old owner, a woman, confessed they purchased the condoms from someone else. The state-owned Tui Trade newspaper reported, according to the AP.
that is crazy.
That's crazy.
Woo!
Even when you're trying to practice safety, you have to be like worried about. That's crazy. That's even something you have to worry about.
Let me tell y'all, those are the condoms they're passing out at your local school near you, okay?
That's crazy to think about.
Woo!
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, what do we think about that? I kind of.
I'll speak, Jaja.
So I just want to say that that's crazy, right? I mean, okay, so, you know, I personally don't think that condoms are effective. I mean, I just don't. It's like pouring, because, okay, let me try to use discretion when I say this. So it's like pouring something that's acidic inside of a plastic bag, and then the plastic bag ends up melting around the acidic material, and you think that is safe. Condoms bust. That's the thing. They bust. And y'all think that you're practicing safe sex, but that's not the case. It's like, it just doesn't make sense, y'all. I'm sorry. This is just so it's a funny topic to me. The fact that when they were passing out used condoms, and you are being exposed to all kind of weird body discharge. So that's all I'm gonna say. That's all.
Both sides, no matter what.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's all I gotta say. Y'all ain't really safe out here. Y'all talking about safe sex. And then not only that, but you know the condoms are mostly passed out in black and brown communities the most, at schools, at clinics. And this is what they're giving you. They're giving you used condoms that are repackaged, and gonna be reused, and it's sad.
I hope they at least wash them out. Cause, bruh.
Yeah, wash out all the STDs and just give it back to me. No, that's not gonna work.
There ain't no way they just picking it up.
Listen, my question this whole time, and I don't even want to ask this, but I have to. My question is, how do they get it to be elastic again? You know what I'm saying? After they use it, I just don't even want to know. But it's crazy out here. It's crazy. You can't wash it out. You can't wash out STD.
So I just have no words. I feel like the Black and brown community are the most vulnerable to things like this. And I think that we need to be careful. I mean, there's no antibacterial soap that's going to help you get rid of AIDS. Bleach. This is rude. This whole article is rude. And I just hope that, we're using wisdom out here when we're dealing with the opposite sex, and we're not being reckless and careless with our health, because at the end of the day, we don't want to make ourselves more vulnerable than we already are. We're targets in the United States of America. You see what I'm saying? It's like, they kill us in the womb and they kill us in oh my God, it's just medical apartheid is a real thing. And I think that we just need to be woke. I'm not even going to say the little line that I was going to say, but yes, don't worry about, I'm not going to say that either. All right. Okay. I'm going to hand it back to Janice.
It's crazy out here, y'all. And I posted that article in the description so you guys can all see that we're not making this up. This is real deal. This is real news. We get our stuff, everything from Hong Kong, and they're poisoning it. So, yes. Hong Kong and China, yes. Shoot. Okay. Poisoning our organs, shoot.
Harvesting our bodies?
Yeah, but now they're poisoning it. No, okay, go ahead.
But as we segue, we will now be reaching into our local news section, where we have a toddler that was found alone.
Yes.
So yes, we got a toddler that was found by the Aurora police, and they're questioning whether or not they're going to charge the parents with neglect. But before they do that, they got to figure out who the parents are, y'all. So we're gonna dig into this article real quick.
Yes, crazy. Okay.
Janice, you trying to read?
Well, my thing is weird.
I got you.
Okay.
Police locate parents of toddler found alone in Aurora. Aurora, that's where a lot of y'all black people's at. Okay, the Aurora police. The Aurora Police Department says the parents of a toddler found alone Friday morning have been located. Police say the child was found near East Evans Avenue and South Fair Place Street around 8:20 a.m. Oh, the toddler's parents were located around 11:30 a.m. according to police. APD is looking into whether child neglect charges are appropriate. Let me slide down.
That's it.
Oh, that's it. So, should they be charged or not? Let me get that back.
Should they be charged or not? That is the question. Should they be charged or not? Yeah, I'm telling you, that is rude. That's rude. How do you just abandon your child like that? This world is already dangerous enough. Like, stranger danger. When I was young, the world has changed since I grew up in maybe like 2000. I was born in 1994. I'm a 90s baby, millennial, a young millennial out here. Okay. And the world has changed. It's very unsafe. You see what I'm saying? Kids are being abducted. Human trafficking is a real thing. And I think that we need to start, as parents, being more diligent in the way that we teach our children and how we're bringing them up. We should be training our children up in the way that they should go. But as of right now, we're teaching the wrong things. We're not teaching them to take accountability. We're not teaching them to be responsible for their children. Apparently, these parents were very neglectful. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want to do my kids like that. I want my kids to feel safe. And I want them to feel like I'm always going to be there for them no matter what, you know what I'm saying? And this is just a terrible example. How do you drop your kid off somewhere and then 2-3 hours later you find them. I think that these parents do deserve to get some neglect charges, just to keep it real, and they need to go to jail. 100. Yes.
Jail time.
100.
Jail time.
Just to piggyback on what Tabitha was saying.
We let me back around here, brother. Okay,
Let
go
me
ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Especially with everything going on, like around like Save Our Children and like posts like that, like this is just really crazy to hear, because like we're supposed to, in this very sick world where you shouldn't have to worry about somebody kidnapping your child, but like we're going through it now where it's very serious. Kidnappings are very real, and is unfortunately a big part of some of the millions and billions that's ran underneath this country. So to leave your child is, it's like, it's how could you live in this time knowing what we face and still do that? Like it's child neglect, and you should without a doubt be charged. I've heard people of being charged of child neglect for much worse, or for much lesser crimes than that. Like, you know, I mean, and like close to home too. You know, I ain't gonna leave out specifics for the sake of my family, but like we've had problems with CPS over like children falling and their babies. Like they roll around, they're frustrated, they have tantrums. You know, they could fall and hurt themselves, and like, how can you leave your child and not expect it to be charged? Like, that's crazy.
Right. And it really is crazy. And this article makes me question a lot of things. I mean, it should have a little bit more details. Like, what ethnicity was this child? Like, was the child left at? Like, okay, opposed to leaving in the trash can to leaving outside the house, you know, what's going on? So, and also, were the parents under the influence of something? Like, this is a lot of questions that are posed for me. But as my two coworkers just said, they should definitely be charged, because I'm on the same page with Mark. My family has been CPS has been messing with my family since the day I was born. Since the day I came out the womb, they was at the at the delivery. Like, what
right,
you doing?
with the legs open.
Right.
Ready.
And like,
Ready.
are you neglecting her in the womb? Like, so that's just gotta let y'all know they should be charged. Period.
Absolutely.
Period. Okay.
So I do want to say this also, because I think as people of color, we all got that story about, like, you know, unfortunately, Child Protective Services stepping into our lives, you know, disrupting our families and things of that nature, and telling us what we should and shouldn't be doing and how we should do it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very unfortunate that this is something that's going on in the brown community. This was a brown child, very young. They don't disclose how old the kid was. They just say that he's a toddler. And I think that a toddler is anywhere between the ages of what? Like,
They're toddlers.
They're toddlers. They're like from 5 to 0. And I hope that he was walking, because, you know, he was probably walking around confused, like, where are my parents at? Have y'all seen what's that book called? Have you seen my mommy? Yeah. Have you seen my mommy? Oh. Okay. It's really sad. It's really sad. And for a little bit of comedic relief, I have this clip from this comedian named Lavelle Crawford. It is it's not to make light of the situation, but it gets into, like, you know, the importance of having that talk with your kids about, if this happens, do this. I remember my great grandparents' phone number till this day. If you ever get lost, find the police or somebody and tell them to call 602-258-9538. It don't work. It doesn't work right now. It's not an actual working number, but that just goes to show you that it was ingrained. It was ingrained into my psyche. So I think that, you know, we need to be doing that. I might have to, like, sew on a tag on my child's neck. Not a tag. That's rude.
Sew it to their
Not sew it to their neck, but have like a collar or something with my name and a, not to treat the
Don't put
child.
a collar on.
Not to treat the child like a dog, but I'm just saying, just in case, you never know what's gonna happen.
No.
So
My
yes.
kids will be homeschooled, so that will prevent a lot of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we will be playing this video now. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Holla if you hear me. Okay, sound is not working. Okay. Bear with us, bear with us, bear with us. So yeah, black people don't leave your kids out and about.
I mean, especially in the times that we're having now. Save our children in every scenario.
Okay, here we go.
My mom was old school. When I was growing up, there wasn't no need for no Amber Alert. Hell nah. I wasn't getting abducted back then. Hell no. When my mom putting that Vaseline on my face so I could look shiny and do a head bust stop, she give me some real good advice. When your ass get off that bus at 4:30, I want you in that house. And I mean in that house. I don't want you at nobody in the house till I get off work at 9 o'clock tonight. You got it? You got it. Okay. I get off that bus at 4:30. I get in that house, lock that door like Fort Knox. Go get me some chocolate milk. And watch my favorite cartoon, Thundercats.
Thundercats! Thundercats!
Thunder, yes.
Yes. Yes.
So okay, so needless to say, there is a talk that happens in the black and brown community before we even leave the house. I know my mom left me at home solo dolo watching my two little sisters. We were hella young. It probably shouldn't have happened, but it did. And, I'm fine till this day. You see me, I'm right here. I'm in front of y'all. My two little sisters are okay. But that's the thing. Like, we're supposed to be raising our kids up in the sense that, they're able to operate properly in society and not having to worry about them. I know I didn't leave the house without my mom's permission. She definitely gave us a list of instructions. Okay, if you go somewhere, you could go to Circle K right there and that's it. Don't go nowhere else. And guess what? I didn't go nowhere else. My friends would be like, can you come outside to play? Hell no, I can't come outside to play because guess what? My mom said no. You lock that door like Fort Knox, y'all sit down and y'all could watch a couple of movies. You know what I'm saying? But that just goes to show you how today's new parents are. Like even grandmas today. You see grandmas today, they're nothing like grandma back in like the 90s. Even 2000 grandmas. They be out here with their hoes hanging half off like a discount box. Like it's unfortunate. Like a discount box.
That's outside that they want you to take.
Yeah, that's outside. They don't even care if you steal it. That's how it is. So I think that as a people, we need to do better. We know better, so we need to do better. And we need to train our kids up in the way that they should go. And that's starting with setting rules, basic rules and instructions, just in case. Some just in cases. Just in case I don't make it home tonight.
Somebody abducted me.
Nothing past that. But you know what I'm saying? We need to have some instructions because like it's never guaranteed for a black man or black woman to make it back to their homes. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely need to have more structure in the black and brown community. And I don't know if my colleagues want to expound on that, but I'm going to leave it right there and I'm going to let them, bring in their points of view.
Exactly. Let me tell you, I was so scared to walk out the house when my dad said, stay your butt in the house, that I didn't even talk to my friends. If they was outside the door, hey, you gonna come? I ain't even talking to you, because if he see me talking, if he come up to the door and I'm talking to you through the door, I might get a whooping. So that's just how that went. Yeah. That's all I have to say.
There were definitely times I should have stayed home. And I was told to stay home. And then, something would happen, and it's like, bruh, all I had to do was listen and stay home. There's been times I've tried to come back and was locked out.
Oh, me too. I tried to scale a 2-story building.
The whole 9.
Oh, my God.
The whole 9, so
I tried to scale it. I was climbing up, I was just climbing up. And then tell me why I fell into a rose bush, y'all. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Instant
Yes.
judgment.
Stay at home, kids.
Kids stay at home. Parents
can
don't
miss that
neglect your
party.
kids too.
For real, like, especially with all the organs being harvested and sex trafficking. I could never. I could never.
Pain.
Okay, so sister, you ready?
Okay, yes. Okay.
So as we segue,
Segue.
we have an explosion at the Longmont Hotel. What's that about?
So what had happened was, y'all, let me tell you what happened. So this dude that killed his grandma, he stabbed grandma to death. He stabbed his grandma to death, and he was on the run, right? And they went to a hotel to pick him up. And instead of him allowing them to just pick him up, he decided to get some knives and some propane tanks and blow up the room. Okay. He blew the room up. The police was there. He came to the window. You know, he was like, I don't want to say he was nonchalant, but he walked to that window and they shot him. Not that one, the video. We're going to go to the video first.
Okay, this is the video right here?
No. But I could also get into the article also. Instead of going straight into the video, I could get into the article. Yes. Can you scroll down for me, please? Okay. A man who was recently released from prison. A man who was recently released from prison after serving time for killing his grandma was shot by an officer Thursday night in Longmont after he set off an explosion inside a hotel room, according to a release from the Longmont Police Department. Just before 1 p.m. Thursday, members of the LPD Core Unit and the Colorado State Patrol attempted to contact 40-year-old Leon Gladwell at the Residence Inn at you don't need to know that address. Gladwell is on parole and was living at the hotel, according to police.
Okay, I got that video coming for you right now.
So it's just a little bit more details about what happened with the young man and when he was found at the hotel. We all know not all things the hotel. Let them hoes tell what happened at the hotel. Okay, you feel me? So yes. So we're gonna dig into this video.
Staying here at this hotel. Police also said they had information that Gladwell was going to, or was afraid that he was going to hurt someone. They say he had knives and also had information that he had a
killed his grandma
inside of his room. I'm going to step out of the way and kind of zoom in and kind of show you guys what's going on as I get you guys some more information. So after trying to contact Gladwell near his room, police say he was angry and uncooperative. He then held himself up in that hotel room. Let's fast forward hours later to about 7:30 Thursday evening. Police say an explosive device went off inside of that room, creating a fireball and blowing out windows. That blast also caused extensive damage to the hotel. About an hour later, Gladwell approached the blown-out window in the third-floor room. He was shot by an officer. Finally, just before midnight, police went inside and arrested him. Right now, we know that Gladwell has been taken to a hospital. We're still trying to find out more information about his condition and exactly how he is doing. Police tell us Gladwell is a recent parolee after serving time for murdering his grandma back in 1998. As you can see,
they should never let him out.
Here, we're gonna.
Okay.
So just so y'all are aware, this man, he murdered his grandma. That should just tell you, like, and you could tell, like, he had to have been, no offense to any of my white people watching the podcast, but he had to be a white man. He got a minimal sentence. Not only was he not shot and killed, he was shot and taken to the hospital. So it wasn't a fatal shot. And I wish we would have gotten to the article a little bit deeper, but there's an image of this man. He was tapped up. He looked, you know, it is what it is. You looked white. So it is what it is. And it's just unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? Because if he was a man of color, he would have been shot on sight and he would have died. And so I just want to say that. How do you kill grandma? How do you kill grandma? Grandma does not deserve to die like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to pull up an image of this young man, this very young man. He's young and he's a murderer. He's a murderer. He killed his grandma. How do you kill grandma and she be making them cookies?
Yep, there he is.
Leon Gladwell. I don't know. He does look kind of Latino. I don't know. He looks racially ambiguous. And look, he has the avatar on avatar symbol on his forehead. He's like, I'm an airbender on y'all.
He's airbending.
And that's what caused the explosion.
Right.
He's like blowing the windows out. You know what I'm saying?
But
so,
yeah.
Yes. So I'm gonna pass it over to my colleagues and let them
talk about it.
Man, so just further what we've already said, I don't even know how you could even think about killing grandma. You know, that's just ridiculous. But
Disrespectful.
just to speak more to like what happened more recently, like how does somebody blow up a hotel room and then walk to the window and then be shot non-fatally? Like y'all lines are always blurred with what's dangerous and non-dangerous to y'all, because you know a black man walking away aggressively is mighty dangerous apparently,
Right.
but somebody who's capable of blowing up a hotel room is
Exactly.
you know subjected to being shot non-fatally and then driven to the hospital.
You know why they did that?
Man,
Because they thought he was white. Then they seen him on the bed. They was like,
yeah,
Leon.
probably ran his
Oh,
history.
you're Latino. No, we should have
Oh,
killed him.
Probably
But-
read his history.
But yeah, they thought he was
Sad.
white when he came to the window.
I'll meet George Floyd and get to the hospital.
They was like, oh my God, it's a white boy in there. He's mentally disturbed. That's why he's blowing stuff up.
Yeah, it gotta be something. No way he just saying blowing stuff up.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna probably segue now, y'all.
Yes, indeed. So
Segue. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna do just a brief overview of what we talked about so far, and then I'll go into my topic. So we talked about Breonna Taylor. That whole situation was out of order. It was messed up. You know what I'm saying? How they did her.
tragic.
The condom sting, y'all, they repackaging and just old condoms. They want you to reuse them. You can't reuse the condom. You can't wipe away the STD. We talked about the toddler in Aurora. The parents left the kid for about 3 hours. They should be charged with neglect. We talked about the explosion. Boom, boom, boom. And him not dying by Leon, and he not dying fatally. Him not dying fatally.
Now, I do have a question, actually. I guess I should have asked this. So about the toddler, is the only information we have is that he was just left?
Yep.
There was nothing, like, they didn't have to go do something, nothing.
No.
Insanity. All right, please continue.
None of that
My
information was
apologies.
given because at the end of the day, if they would have gave us more information, it would have definitely been neglect. Oh, I got to go to the store real quick. Let me leave my baby right here. Boop. No, that's never the case. I mean, no matter what the circumstances, you should never leave your baby nowhere. Okay, y'all, please.
This is the Denver police.
Go ahead.
Don't leave your baby nowhere. Okay, so now let's talk about my topic. So I'm gonna go to that little website. It's based on free computers. It's based on your income. It's $0 to about $50 if you need a computer. And I'm gonna just show you guys the website really quickly. So this is the website. I will put the link in the comment bar once I get that chance. But yes, so anybody is eligible for this. You do have to be a low income family, or having to show your records or whatever. But yes, computers are needed in this time of coronavirus where we're not able to go to our jobs as we want to. We might be working from home. We also may be doing online schooling. I know I am. I'm currently in Metropolitan State University of Denver, all online. So having a computer is very necessary in this time of COVID-19. So yeah, I will post that. Let me give me a second.
We should probably put that on our page too.
Yeah, we should put that on our page. And then also, just to kind of, let me put this in. But yes, so computers are very much necessary. How do you guys feel about somebody offering these computers for a low cost?
And it's an excellent opportunity. Definitely one I wish was available before I took my first semesters of college. Um, just having that $0 to $50 for a working computer would be, you know, it would have been a big blessing to me. I know it would have been a blessing to some that are barely affording college. Because, books in themselves is, you have 5 classes, a book for every class, and you spending 500 right there.
Right.
So, anything that can, lessen that load that our community faces, always a positive.
Exactly.
So for me personally, I think free computers is a good resource for all of us to have, and I think that it's something that we should all definitely take advantage of. I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna see if they can help me out with the computer. I mean, it's always good to have technology, affordable technology, readily available for us as people that are, mainly put at the bottom of society, and we really don't have that many resources, aka options, for us to take or use and take advantage of. And I don't like, again, it's for low income communities. We are mainly the low income genre or area is mainly filled with people that look like us. So I think that from hermano or hermana to hermanos, I think that we need to take advantage of this. So definitely take advantage, seize the moment.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna segue a little bit from opportunities or from things that from opportunities into things that are coming up in our community. There's a lot of local events. There's a lot of local marches we want to let you guys know about. A lot of local events that you can go to. And be a part of the marches, be a part of this changing revolution that's happening as we speak. Okay.
Okay, so let me go to Toddler.
Yeah, so we're going to that link real quick right now. Okay, so can you put the other one first? Okay, so yes. So here we have the Black Lives Matter March for Black Women, 4th annual March for Black Lives. And this is just coming up soon. I just wanted to let you guys know it's September 26th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's the Denver City and County building. So yes.
Shout out to Elijah Huff.
Shout out to Elijah Huff.
The East first.
I don't know why we're shouting. Oh yeah, shout out to Elijah Huff on this event. Actually, I want to talk a little bit about that first event. Go back to that first picture, because as you see, it says for Black Lives, but it also says March for Black Women. How do you guys feel about us having a march just for Black women when it's mainly Black men getting shot down and killed?
I mean, shoot. I'm always for the support of our Black women. I think as far as this, I could definitely see why you brought that up, because Black people, R.I.P. Breonna Taylor and those other Black women that we've lost, but it's definitely affecting our men, I would say, more. I don't necessarily see it as a problem, but that just shows our inability to focus and to stay focused. You feel me? If that makes sense.
Exactly. Would you like to chime in or no?
I mute my mic. You and I mute.
I can't. Okay, yes. So there we go. Let's go into the next little thing. Okay, so yes, so shout out to Elijah Huff. We love you.
Elijah.
Shout out, shout out.
Sir,
Brother
he's
E,
first,
brother
he's
E.
first.
Brother E, number 2. So we have a 3-on-3 basketball tournament and pop-up shop. It is actually happening on October 3rd. This October 3rd, October 4th, still pending, and it is going to be happening at the park at 37. I can't see 24 North Columbine Street. So from 12 to 4, if you can come out and support. Say hi to Brother E for us, and yeah. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank
Please
you,
come
thank
out
you.
and hoop. You know, that's our time to get active. You know, be around our community. Definitely. Please come out and support.
Exactly. Okay, so we are going to see if anybody has any questions. We have 2 online with us today. Do you guys have any questions for the MACM podcast? Oh, 1 online.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, guess not. Okay.
And while we have y'all, we do encourage you guys also to tune into our virtual art of storytelling that we have Tuesdays through Thursdays every week. You know, we have special and entertaining guests every day that we have it. Actually, it's your week next. So yes, that is to be determined. But we will, nevertheless, it will still be interesting and very interactive. So please tune in. That is Tuesdays through Thursdays on 7 or at 7 through 8.
Okay.
That's Mountain Time.
Mountain time, yes, Mountain Standard Time. Okay, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We will be ending the podcast if we have no further questions, concerns, comments.
Ask away.
So, thank you guys very much. This was the MACM podcast, y'all.
Cop the merchandise. Yes, and it was so good to see y'all another week, another Friday. In the future, going forward, we will hopefully be on here at 1 p.m. Monday and Friday. Yes, I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay. I say have a good day. Happy Friday. Fro Friday. Lord's will, we will come back with the fros and the Fridays. It's going to be, and we're going to be eating and telling y'all about the food that we're trying. So,
Black on.
black on.
Indeed.